right, I'm getting ready to do one of my favorites. This is the big thing about me as being a truck driver, boxer, different things where I've been different places across the country, around the world. I've always liked to eat different food. I've always liked to try different stuff. And so one thing I had never really had was Cuban food. So about 6 months ago, I went to Miami and I was determined to get some. And I was actually in Hialeah, right on the southwest side of Miami. It was pretty much like all Cubans, and everything was authentic. It was so good. It was so good. And they were saying, well, go to this place, you know, it's probably good. And believe it or not, I got a gift because I went there. Only one person in the whole place could speak Spanish. I mean, could speak English, and I ended up in the kitchen before I left. And they were showing me exactly what to do, how to do this stuff. And I mean, no joke, I actually ended up in the kitchen. That's how serious I am about cooking. So when I got back home, I always do it as soon as I get home, so it's fresh on my mind. I take notes, I tweak things, and this is what we got: the roasted pork. I forgot exactly what they call it, but it's gonna be roasted pork with the MOJO sauce. I got a 9.8 pound pork butt. I got it injected. They don't really inject it. They take the knife, and I'm gonna do it exactly how they do it, and stab it, stick holes in it so the marinade can get inside. Then I got black pepper. All the I'm gonna start putting these instructions, I mean the amounts on the bottom, so everybody that does want to try this stuff can do it. So I'm going to start adding the ingredients, the proper amount and everything. I got me some oregano. I got me some coarse salt. I always use coarse salt because it's real easy to over salt stuff with fine salt. You won't even realize you did it, but it's easy to over salt stuff with fine salt. Then the cumin powder, that's a must. That's a must. That's one of the flavors, and the orange citric flavor. That's one of the two flavors that really makes it. Some olive oil, got one onion, I got me some cilantro, and I got about 2 big heads of garlic. But this right here is the must. This is sour oranges. A lot of places you can't find them, but we got a couple grocery stores here, luckily, that they have them all the time. And that is a must. The only thing you can do if you can't find them, I see all these recipes on YouTube, everybody substituted with like 50% orange juice, 50% lime juice. Not even close, not even close. That's what I did the first time until I found the sour oranges. It is a night and day difference. It is a night and day difference. And the thing about it is, one guy, he said that he's Cuban, he's really into it, and he said the closest he could get to actually having the real sour orange, if he didn't have it, was 1/2 a cup of lime juice, 1/2 a cup of grapefruit juice, and a cup of orange juice. So he said that was as close as you could get, but it's still, if you got to substitute anything or leave anything out, you cannot do it with the sour oranges. And you need at least 2 cups of juice. So I got 5, that should be enough. Or if I'm a little short, a little shy, then I might squeeze a little bit orange juice, lime juice mix to finish it up to 2 cups. But I'm getting ready to get everything ready, and then I'll get back with you. All right, now I got all my ingredients ready. And like I said, I'll put in this, I'm gonna start putting all this stuff in the description for people that want to try it. I got all my salt, pepper, cumin, all that stuff is in this one. I got 2 cups of fresh squeezed sour orange. I got 1 cup of olive oil. I got a bunch of cilantro, and I got 1 large onion, and I got 2 big heads, just like these 2 big head boys running around here. I got 2 big heads of garlic. I'm getting ready to throw it all in the blender because I'm gonna make the sauce out of that, the MOJO sauce, and I'll put that on the meat. That'll be the marinade. I actually save a little bit for later after the meat is cooked. Got all that good stuff in there, and pulse it a couple times just to beat it up, make my MOJO. Now I got my MOJO, as you can see. Got it ready to go. It's gonna be my marinade. Like I said, I'm gonna save some to the end for putting on the pork when you're eating it and stuff like that. Always save a little bit. All right, now what I'm getting ready to do, I got it washed up, wiped down, and I got me a food saver bag right here. Make sure if you got a food saver, it's the best investment you can buy. Saves you money, saving food, different stuff, breaking down value packs. When you get big stuff, it's a lot cheaper by the family pack size and stuff like that. You can break it down, put it in the food saver, and it's actually better than what you buy it from the grocery store in, what you bring it home in. Now this is the thing. You take your knife and you just like start stabbing. You want to get as many holes as you can, because this is how you get your marinade soaks in these holes, and that's how it gets into the meat. And this is not a quick cook. It's Friday afternoon. I'm getting this prepared, and I got my MOJO sauce, my marinade, everything. It's gonna marinate from tonight until Sunday morning, because the longer the better. You don't want to do this, you don't want to take any shortcuts. This is not a fast cook. And like I said, because you can cook it fast, but the thing about it is you're not gonna get the flavor from your marinade soaking through and all the stuff. So you gotta do these steps here. If you really want it taste as close as you can get to authentic Cuban, this is how they do it. And like I said, you got to give it that time. And then when you cook it, you want to cook it. I'm gonna cook mine in the oven, uncovered, on 300 degrees. And I'm not sure exactly how long it's gonna take, but I cook it till it's like 170 inside. You can cook it until you can have it real tender, and you can slice it off put it in slices, or you can keep it going until it's so tender that you can just tear it apart. The bone comes right out, and then you can make sandwiches, do whatever you want either way, but I like mine cooked till it tears apart in small pieces. Okay, I guess you can see I got a million holes in it. And now this part is where it gets nasty. With one hand trying to record, I pour some MOJO sauce over it, and I'm gonna rub it in. And this is the thing, as you're rubbing it in, it seeps inside of all those holes. I'm gonna go ahead and do this part because my hands gonna get nasty. I can't record and drop my phone. And once you do the top, you flip it over, and you also do the bottom side the same way. So let me go ahead and do that. And then when I come back, I'm also gonna have it in my bag, because you can leave it in a pan and marinate it or whatever, but it's no better marinade than inside of a bag, because everything's right there together. I'll vacuum it down some. I won't put it till the juice runs out, but I'll vacuum it down, get all the air out of it, and I'll flip it maybe every 3 or 4 hours every time I think about it. From today until Sunday morning, I'll actually flip it so the marinade's going back and forth through the meat better. Okay, now I got this baby bagged up. I got the MOJO in there. I got 1,000 holes stabbed on each side. As many as I could get. And the same thing on the other side, so that the MOJO will impregnate that pork butt. And it's going in there. I'm gonna give it 24 hours. And well, actually a little bit more, about 36, because I cook it Sunday morning. So be ready to eat it. I'm gonna do it real slow. Maybe I might go 275. I start up early that morning, so it'll be real slow. Got a little fat cap on the outside. It'll be a nice pork skin crust, and it'll be so tender. But that's it for now until we get to the next stage. Okay, like I said, I'm getting my MOJO Cuban roast, and I'm getting my black beans and rice and everything done for that. But it's actually a completely different thing than black beans and rice, but that's what I call it. But see, like this right here, this is what I'm looking for. I'm serious about my cooking. I like perfection. So even stuff like that, I go through them, I dump them out once I measure them off, how many I need. Try to find out any bean that's broke up in there, that kind of stuff, because I don't like it in my cook. These chef homes are the professional. And going through with this here too, let you see as I go along what I do. Here's another broken bean. See right here? Yeah, I get that stuff out of there. But chat later. This is another cooking tip. Anytime I'm cooking noodles or pasta, I always have, you gotta have your water boiling before you put your pasta in. If not, your noodles will sit in it for a while and get soggy. But I don't know why I saw old people do it mostly. When they're cooking beans, especially hard beans, they always start off with cold water. So I've always done it. I don't know what the deal is. I guess because the beans are hard, so to let them soak a little bit before the water warms up and don't make the outside mushy. But it's just something I've always seen them do, and I've always did myself. I'm using 2 cups of beans and 6 cups of water. And this water will be very, very black. And that's what I want. This recipe, you can use canned beans, but I shoot for perfection. So like I said, I'm not doing anything that's not 100%. I try not to do anything except 100%. And so I'm doing it. And when you cook your rice, add your rice in and the other things at the end. The rice will turn like a dark grayish black color. And that's because you have the flavor from the beans, and that's how it's supposed to look. So when you see it, you'll be curious about why does it look that way. There's nothing wrong. That's all that flavor and everything added in. And I'm going to show you everything that's going into the rice. Like I said, I'm adding 6 cups of water. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's going in my rice. I got yellow, orange, and green bell peppers, scallions, wild onion, green onions, and I got, as you can see, black beans that I cooked from dry. And this is the water that came off the black beans. I pulled it off because I'm going to cook my rice, but I'm sauteing my vegetables right now. And so when I cook my rice, this is the water that I use, and that's why your rice would turn like a grayish color, like a dark black, because all of the seasoning from the beans is in there. And also I like pinto beans, so I'm also gonna throw, when everything is cooked, like these are soft and cooked already, and the black beans are now also. So I'll throw them in at the last minute, as soon as the rice is maybe 2 or 3 minutes from getting completely done, so that way everything will be softened up together. And I'm getting ready to saute all this here and throw it in. And I got some bacon in there. As you can see, I got some country ham down in there. That's because these are more seasoned. All those people that say they don't eat pork, let me tell you something. Old people always told me there's 2 kinds of people in this world. People that eat pork and people that lie about eating pork. So which one are you? Got all the veggies in here, caramelizing, getting good and soft. Got me a little chicken bouillon, got that bacon in there, give it flavor. And as soon as that gets softened up, then I throw my rice and my black beans, water in there. Till the rice is almost done, then I'll add all my beans like a couple minutes before, and it'll be something good. Super Bowl Sunday. Got the soul pork butt ready to go in the oven. It's been in that marination stage for the last 2 days in my MOJO sauce. Okay, I got my rice, get ready to throw this last stage of it. See all the veggies, and I even added one of my own things. This is what I say when you're doing something, you can add your own twist. I got some of that good old clear run air dried sausage, and I said, man, you know what, that would really be good in there. So I cut it up in little thin pieces like that and fried it. And now remember, this is the black, this is the black water that I cooked the beans in with all that flavor. So that in the bottom of the pan, I'm gonna stir that up so to get in the juice in the water and be mixed in with the rice. Get it out of there, because all of that is flavor, more flavor. Yep, all that's flavor. So you want all that in your rice. Here it is, fresh out the oven. That Cuban style MOJO pork. Look at here. I'm gonna show you how tender it is. I'm gonna turn the fork backwards. Look at there. Look at there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something. Just to really show off and show you how tender it is. Look at here. Fresh out of plastic. Plastic fork. Look at there. Look at there. Caramel. Look at all that. Get a piece of this lean meat so you won't think I'm just pulling fat. Look at there. Look how tender that lean meat is. But now, anytime you do something like this, you don't want to cut it, you don't want to tear into it yet. I get it, wrap it back up, let it rest for about 30 minutes. Then it'll relax and all the juices will go back into it. so it stays juicy, juicy, juicy and doesn't dry out. This is the best part about being a cook. You always get to taste your little piece. Look how tender that is. You always get to taste your piece. Look at there. This is the plastic fork now. I can eat it today and we can make us some tacos later this week. Freeze some of it, vacuum seal. We can have it whenever we want. Man, that's good. That is right on the money. Okay, this goes flying. Get ready to start. This is the rice. Like I said, I can't explain it. It doesn't look as good as it tastes. It's just one of those things, but man, this stuff is good. It is crazy good. And like I said, it's black looking like that because when I cook the black beans, you use the water from the black beans and it seasons your rice. Okay, here's the pork roast. And this sucker is good. Got that perfect citrus lime taste. Here's the homemade macaroni and cheese with hoop cheese and mozzarella. You gotta know what you're doing. I gotta have yams and everything. Got to. And on the end of the chain, there's the corn pudding. Not cornbread, not that cornbread like cake. The real deal corn pudding. I like mine a little bit of stiff, so I add a little extra cornstarch and syrup. Cornstarch and flour to thicken up just a little so it's not like wet tasting. But back to this. This is how you know when you did it right. Watch this. Look good now. Look there. No resistance whatsoever. Look at that bone that comes out of there. The bone's even breaking, it so tender. Look at there. Look at there. You know it's right when it's like that. Look at that. Ooh, it's hot. Look at there. That's when you know you did it right. And this is the finished product. The yams, that MOJO pork, the black beans and rice, the mac and cheese, and that corn pudding. Like I said, that is something special by itself. So, and you got to give it a try. This is something that you want to do on like a holiday or a weekend, long weekend where you have plenty of time, so you don't have to rush anything. But you got to give it a try. This pork is so tender good.